Firestarr, keeping it smashed.
We got a couple more bits to talk about.
Yeah, man.
But listen, let me just, I'm gonna make a call. See if we can get CBIZ on the phone. Hopefully they can hear this. Hopefully he answers. Otherwise, the clip's scrapped. Biz.
What's going on?
What's good, my brother? You're on the podcast. It's Firestarr.
What's going on?
I'm not new to this. How you doing? You alright, yeah?
I'm good, man.
How's things?
Hold up. I'm good, man. Hold up. I was on one call. Let me just lock the person off quickly. Yes, they want to see that.
I hear that. You free, yeah?
He says you can cut someone off, innit?
Okay. We're on hold. But anyways, I want to talk to him about his new single.
Yeah.
Hello.
There's something
Biz.
coming.
What's going on, my brother?
Yeah, I'm good, man. You all good, yeah?
Yeah, I'm good.
Real quick, we wanted to talk about the new joint, bro.
Well, Loopy.
Loopy. Let's jump straight in and talk about that one because you sent me
Let's go.
you sent me the record
Of course.
and early as always. So I
Yeah,
appreciate that. Bro, it's a banger. Legit, like let's talk about the response like on that because I know they're talking about that one.
That's sick. It's doing a job, innit?
It's doing a job. We're obviously supporting that heavy.
Thanks, my brother, man.
Where we going with it, bro? Like, what's next? I see you put out that something else is coming soon.
Yeah, something else is coming, but then something else just came to the pipeline right now. So we're kind of thinking, do we just drop a double whammy or do we just like take it back and drop one and just?
I think we've got to run with this one for a little while. You know them ones.
Well, you know what? To be honest, yeah, I named this Loopy because I knew it was Loopy. Because when I told Six this is going to be called Loopy, he's like, "Why?" I said, "Watch this."
Yeah,
Well,
no, I hear that.
Loopy was a throwaway, and I still got more in the pipeline anyway, regardless.
So what's the aim? Like we're just going to go consistent with it and just keep feeding them, yeah.
We're taking
Always.
over, man. We're taking it. I put out tune saying, "Taking the game, I'm not running back." I think people slept on that. I don't think they was listening.
I hear that.
But we're taking over it, man. My brother, you're gonna be first to get every
No,
drop.
I respect that, bro. Like, I
Every
appreciate
drop.
that every time. Real quick, what else did I want to ask you? The album. Gavin's asking me about the album. What's going on, man? Album, like we're gonna just
Project, anything, mixtape.
what's
what we
project, mixtape? What's next?
Oh yeah, I got a project coming out. Too well, too cute.
Okay. When we
I haven't got a
expect?
release date
Yeah.
yet. I was gonna release it early in the year, but I thought I'm just gonna just drop doses, and then I can drop about 3 tracks. Basically, I've dropped No Safety from the mixtape.
Of
In case
course.
people didn't know.
Come on.
Loopy's from the mixtape.
Okay.
I've got Run It Up coming next.
Yeah. You gonna change the name of that, or
One
you
more
sticking with
single.
that? You said you might change the name, innit? Was it? Am I right? Am
I
I
was gonna
tripping?
change the name. You know why I was gonna change the name? Because someone asked me if I listened to someone else's track called Run It Up, and I heard it. I didn't like that, Run It Up.
Them
So I
ones.
thought I don't want to be.
Yeah.
I don't want to be on par with that.
I hear that. Okay, so that's all coming. 6 is obviously going to be handling everything, I'm guessing.
Of course.
You got the gang ready with the productions as well.
Everything sticks to the music only.
Always. That's my guy as well, man.
Six, I don't even play with the music.
No, you don't mess about, man. What else did I want to quickly ask you while I got you on the phone?
You think of the gigs thing?
Yeah, the gigs thing obviously dropped. You were with him yesterday, innit?
Yes. Big up, congratulations to the brother.
Come on.
Shout out to Landlord, man. Sick.
He's
put an album, sick.
Yeah, you feeling it?
Sick. Of course, man.
What's your standouts, if any? Like, I know there's a lot of bangers on there, but is there anything specifically that you're getting
I
through?
remember, like, the first track I listened to was the 187, and that's like
The 187
the video
joint.
now,
Yeah.
the one on my phone. That's, when we're chilling somewhere, put that, you understand, in the playlist that comes up.
But Biz, you know what I was telling these lot on a level? I was telling these lot the way when I hear gigs, he's got that mesmerizing flow. I was telling these lot that I feel that same energy when I hear you on a joint as well. Do you know what I mean? Like that same kind of that just that hard shit. You know what I mean? That rap shit.
It's authenticity.
I hear
I'm not
that.
gonna lie, when I was coming up as a kid, I listened to gigs. Gigs was like basically the first UK like real rap
Real road rap.
artist.
Real
that was
road
coming
rap.
up
Yeah,
when I was
yeah,
growing
yeah.
up, and that's why when I was up in the bar doing whatever, I used to listen to that SN1. That we wouldn't got SN1 back then.
So what we saying? Like we're gonna get
Unit 10 and that, you understand?
Biz. We're gonna get a Biz and gigs or what?
Hopefully, man, that'll be legendary.
Fucking hell!
That'll be
Come on.
legendary. You know what? That'll be like sick. That's
No,
like
that
one of the
would
things
be
that
very
happened.
legendary. You need to just push the button on that, man. You man need to make some
I need to
time.
push the button.
You know what I mean?
If I could push the button, I would have pushed that button some time ago. You understand?
No,
Would've
that
got
has
it
to
rocking
happen.
and-
That has to
Yeah, it's
happen.
got to happen, but all in due time, you understand?
Two
That's everything.
two more things, Biz, real quick.
Yeah.
Ambush, man. That's your guy, innit?
Mm.
Now, let me tell you, I met Ambush for the first time. I met him at when I DJ'd at your party
Yeah.
at the Hoxton or the release party we had, you know, the private
You
release.
remember that?
You remember?
The listening party, yeah, free H.
And obviously,
Ambush was there.
back then he didn't have. I always tell this story. He didn't have Jumpy. No one, you know, it was It was Ambush with Reddy and what was the other joint? He had Reddy and something else. But that was the first time I met him, and humble guy. And obviously now, bro, like you got to be like proud of that one as well. I think an element of like that's your guy. You know what I mean? Well, I see it
Of
as
course, that's because when I Ambush is obviously it's all like everyone's family, understand? It's all
Yeah.
a friend of a friend or family of a family.
yeah.
But when I looked at Ambush's work from back in the days, I appreciated him as an artist. And I thought, you know what? Yeah, why don't you come on?
So he's
I mean,
he's
look at
seeing the
it, look at it now.
fruits. He's seeing the fruits of his labor, man.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
All in good time.
All in good time. Get all done.
All right, one more thing, real quick. I may as well announce it on the phone because I got you on the phone. A fucking Sunday, the 21st of April. I'm gonna plug that real quick. Confirmed.
Yeah.
Cambridge.
Yeah.
We're doing the CBIZ ER
Lit.
party. Link up with SM1. We've got Tiny Boost on there as well.
Mad.
Oh yeah, like that.
So,
Yeah, it's gonna be extra lit. Extra lit.
Yeah, make sure you come party with us. All of that. You can holler at me for the info. I won't
When's that? What date's that?
Sunday, bank holiday, bro. Sunday the 21st
That's a
of
bank
April.
holiday.
Come
It's
on.
gonna be
Was that
jammed
Ballare?
So,
all the way up.
yeah, we're going to turn up, man. We're going to have the whole gang in there. Bring the man them. Bring the girls.
Okay.
Everything.
You done?
And we're there, bro. So,
We're there.
Biz, I'll keep it short. I'll keep it short and sweet, my bro. But listen, I appreciate the time.
Hey, when the thing drops, he's got to come check us.
I
Though.
love that.
And when the new music comes, you just keep sending that over. You know what I mean?
My first in line, bro, man.
Come on.
I just put in DJ and Firestarr comes up. And it's just that.
My
That's it,
guy,
you know.
my brother.
Say less to say more.
All right, bless up
All right, my
for
brother.
Biz. Bless
All
up for
right,
the
God
time. I'll catch up with you soon, bro.
All right, God bless.
All right,
God
man.
bless,
Peace.
Good luck. Bye.
Love that.
There you go.
First in line, yeah?
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, man. I ain't never done them phoner things there, man. I was a bit nervous still. Oh, we were still recording? Yeah, we're still good. You know that was though?
Don't cut that out either.
Nah, man. That was a moment, man. Jeez.
big. It's
And
big.
just to be clear, obviously, we're not recording from London, so like to keep it 100, that's probably why like you ain't seeing too many people just sitting on the sofas yet.
Yeah.
But soon come, innit?
I think they'll make the journey, man.
They will now.
Answered your first on the list.
Phone call to Biz will cut Biz. You'll see Biz sitting with us real soon, man. I'm sure of that. But yeah, big him up.
Can we talk about D Block Europe?
We'll get into that, but just quickly,
What?
his joint. I just want to say,
Oh,
like,
Loopy, yeah.
fucking, that's a
Yeah,
serious
yeah,
banger, man.
yeah.
Serious banger.
I rate Biz. The only thing I'd say, he needs to just keep it coming. Like, I don't know. I want
Consistency
I want
with
some
him.
consistency with
Yeah,
him.
man.
Because he's got it.
And the
He's
project.
got it. When he come out, when he was on when he was locked, like in his situation, and he come out hard. I can't remember what the fucking tune was called now, but I just remember thinking, yeah, you've got it now.
Yeah.
You can run with this, and you can. And he fell back a bit for whatever reason, but I feel like from what that conversation just had with him, he sounds like he's got something cooking, and he's influenced people like Drake, bruv. If truth be told,
Facts.
like he's got something.
Facts.
He's got something, and yeah, man.
Obviously, he's got the powerhouse six-figure music as well.
Yeah, big up Six bruv. And he's engineered the whole
Yeah.
gig
I don't know
project.
about this guy, you know.
Six is the
company or
engineer.
whatever. Really?
Don't mix me, I do the mixing. Don't mix me, I do the mixing around here.
Okay.
He's the man.
Okay.
And he talks, he talks that producer talk as well. Like, he ain't letting
He's a
people
proper-
take him for no dickhead either. Do you know what I mean? Like,
okay.
and who else is under him? Jay Youngs, Mazza, a couple of guys who work with him. And
Yeah.
But Six
I'll have to check him out.
is respected, man. But that link up, that's family. Them lot of family. Like, Biz, boy, if we get that Biz in gigs, I think I might have a fucking heart attack. Seriously, I ain't sitting there, bro. It's you lot chat about it on my behalf because I'll be done, bro. Like, I'll be wilding out in the car, fucking crashed the whip one time, man.
Just remember, my man's not new to this. You get me? Big CBIZ said he's the first on the list, bruv.
You heard it.
If you just heard about Firestarr, put some
Come
respect
on.
on his name.
Trust.
Anyways, yeah,
He hates when I talk like that. He hates when I gas
I
it.
have to cut him off. You know what I mean?
Anyway,
No, but you know what it is, G? Sometimes, real ones like appreciate real. You get me? Man? Say nothing. Say nothing, Keish. Like,
Boy, I've
say
been
nothing.
rolling with you since like 2010, yeah. So I think I'm a real
2010.
one, bro.
since when? 2010. That's 9 years
Bro.
you put up with your shit, bruv. You doing alright? You must be a real one.
But yeah, let's keep it. Oh yeah, did you turn them up? Are they good? Let's keep it moving. You wanted to talk about, we want to talk about the D block thing.
Yeah,
But
nah,
hold on.
saying-
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? Them boys are
nah,
cold.
man. Know what I'm saying? What did they chart? Top 10, innit?
Yeah, fact check that actually.
Yeah,
But
fact check. Yeah, but Keish, like, you ain't spoke. I know me and you spoke about it a lot.
Yeah.
This week. Talk about it, innit?
It's like
D block. What are you
It's-
saying?
It sounded good, yeah. Don't get me wrong, on the first listen and that, and then when you listen to it again, it does sound quite a bit of just auto tune in it.
Yeah, but that's a start, G. Come on, man. Have him up, man. Don't be scared, bro.
yeah,
Tell him what I want.
you know, right? It's good.
No, but then
I
again,
just
I don't
think- go
even
on.
really know your. I mean, you think they're cold, yeah, but I think they're in.
They got 6, bruv. They
we-
got top 10.
We said.
Man.
I said this last week. Like, their sound
Love that shit. Yeah.
is unique. No one's. Bruv, half the joints. When I say unique,
know what
I
it-
mean unique from the UK.
Do you know-
They are actually, that sound to me, I was saying it before, was it's like the people that fuck with Little Baby, with Gunna.
Yeah. Is
They
that
gotta
the
be
sound?
fucking with
Okay.
D-Block.
But this is the thing, yeah. I don't really listen to them lot. But
Couple of
D-Block
joints
Europe,
catch your ear.
D Block Europe just come on the radar because like
Oh, you don't listen to Gunna and Baby?
nah, I
you mean?
don't listen to them lot. Like they're not my thing. But I think it was a shard, and I was just like, it just popped up on the ground. It might have been one of them autoplay things.
Yeah,
or
yeah, yeah.
someone
It got
else.
you.
And it was just, it weren't even the music. Just visually, I'm like, these guys are just, they're just on stuff. Like,
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
love
yeah,
that
yeah,
shit,
yeah,
innit?
yeah. They are
I'm
on
from London, innit? So it's just, you seeing that stuff and it's just like, yeah, these guys are wavy. And I listen to the music and Young As is hard, bro.
Very.
Like he's
And he don't
cold.
give, and he don't give off. You see the,
Bruv,
I sent you the
easy.
interview in at the NFTR this week.
He's cold, bro. And it's just like,
You don't care, man.
I started listening to 1 or 2 pieces, and then obviously Home Alone dropped the other day, and I listened to it in the gym, and it's just like, nah, you guys are undeniable. They're talent. Like you can't. It's good music for me. I just love good music, and that's what it is from top to bottom. It's just good.
They definitely got that appeal for the 18 to 24.
I'm 35, like I don't know if I'm too old for it, but I'm feeling it. That's for me. That whole wavy and that whole you.
It is that wavy aspect of
I
like,
used to- I
we've
used to
said
s-
it all before, but it's that mesmerizing fucking
That's the
what's
thing.
it shit, bro, innit? It's
I
like,
used
it
to
gets
smoke-
in your
I used
head.
to smoke hard, yeah. If I was still smoking weed like I did at uni and that,
Then you'd be just
I'd
bumping
be
that
on a
20
different
yeah,
way.
yeah, yeah,
you just
yeah.
get that vibe. You can almost feel like the vibe in the studio when they recorded it. And
He's
from-
unapologetic as well. That's the word.
that's
I
what
was
I
looking
love
for,
about
innit?
him.
He's like, don't follow me for nothing, man. I'm
And that's
just
what I
out
love.
here doing.
That's what I love about
doing me.
I love them as a duo because he is him, and now watching that interview, Dirt Bike, he's like almost the brains behind it.
He looks like the calm one, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
That's what I'm saying.
sits back and,
But
like,
he sits back, analyzes, and says, "Yo, we need to do this. We need to do that." Whereas I think Young Az just gets pushed in the booth and just put the fire down. I'm gonna put my verse. He's saying he bring him in, but I just love their journey. And even I didn't even realize really
I didn't realize
That
how
he
much
was signed-
shit they were on, bro. Fucking, let alone anything else. I didn't realize how much of that stuff was like.
The Roadster.
Yeah, bro.
Was it-
Like,
I think in
stories.
London-
man got stabbed. I didn't know dirt bike got stabbed and all that. I didn't.
I think
must have missed all that.
The people, what people don't realize, I think it's in England, especially in London. If you're rapping about that stuff, you have to be about it. You can't just be rapping and
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? You can't be making stuff up. So
And,
when he's talking about being a trapper, he can't be talking about it and be faking because people
We'll
will
catch
out
him
you.
out, innit? And they'll
People will out you. Yeah, your career will be done.
In this day and age,
Yeah.
we were talking about that as well.
Your career will be done before it's even started. But I just love. He just talks real stuff, and he entertaining is good music, and I'm a fan, man. Definitely.
Standout joints, just quickly for the people if you ain't checked it out. For me, Running Man. Come on, help me out here,
Man,
I
man.
remember the names.
You know, if I start saying shit wrong, they'll have me up, man.
They catch you out as well, bro.
Yeah, always.
The streets are on you.
Bro, I got Biz on the phone, man. I'm nice, innit? That's it, bro.
First
No one's
in
telling
line
me
as
nothing
well.
again for another 6 months.
Running Man's cold.
Running Man and Kettle.
Kitchen Kings.
Kitchen King's cold.
What's the Kettle joint?
Kettle Pouring's cold.
Thank you. Fuck, I thought
I think all of them.
back there as though imagine I'm just shouting Kettle for no reason.
I think all of them are pretty cold, to be fair, bro. She
yeah,
Wants
man.
Love's cold. The one with Nave Small's key part. Nave Small's is another
Nave
one.
Smalls.
Nate Smalls is sick.
Nave Small's is another one. But yeah, like I think they've done well, man. And I think they to just get a top 6. And they're indie as well. I'm sure they're not signed. Top
I
10.
have no
sorry.
idea.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're indie.
No, I think they are.
They're talking like they were indie on the
In the NFTR,
on
yeah.
the NFTR. They've only done a single deal or something.
Unapologetic, man. I like it. We've been lucky. We've worked with them early
And they were
when they
literally-
had like a couple of joints and I
joints.
bought them down. That was lit. Got to bring them back, but I don't know
Yeah,
about
it's
that
different,
money.
man.
That
It's
ball. You see
different,
that money
like-
goes up real quick now. It's
different,
fucking
man.
not a good time.
That exposed because I've had this conversation with like other event organisers
Yeah.
that they're a bit older now, innit? But they're not really on the scene as much.
Yeah,
But like, he's telling me how he had Crept and Conan for like a couple bags,
bruv.
and I'm like, you ain't getting them for that now.
That's a minimum. You can call Cosmic now. That's a minimum 10, 12 bag to do anything,
Really,
bro.
salute the brothers, man.
But
Salute the brothers, man.
we salute it, but like it's just you can't bring them anywhere. Do you know what I mean? It's got to be off.
Yeah, but the
nobody
thing
wants
is,
to
if
be
you
in
do,
these.
because the conversation I was having was someone wanted to put an event on,
Yeah,
and they were saying how much for such and such.
yeah. That happens. I get that all the time as well.
Yeah, and I'm saying, well, I don't think it's going to be chump change anymore. I'm
100%.
like, you can before you can get them for this, that, and the firm. Like, you need to understand, like that cadet thing is the Rated Legend show.
Sold out.
2 seconds.
Yeah,
Mad.
mental.
2 seconds, bruv. That's some fucking. I don't.
I
That's
don't
some
know
Michael
how that
Jackson
happens.
shit, bruv. That's crazy. But that's what I'm saying is that
Yeah.
the scene is just in a different place. So now you're not talking about just getting some MCs to come and MC around the mic for like fucking back in the day, like early 2000s. You're talking about booking D Block Europe.
Yeah,
a
it's,
top 6 act.
You have to know
Talking
kind
charts,
of
bro.
You have to know what it is now. But my only
You're dealing with stars.
100%, bro. But the only thing is, the fact of the matter is, G, you know this as well as even you know this, Keish. A club's a club. The amount of
They're
revenue.
not
No.
doing-
Yeah.
they're not
But
doing- they're
I
not
know
trying
they're
to do
not.
club
I know
nights,
they're
that's
not.
the
But that's what I mean. Really and truly, the model is you're gonna have a window of opportunity
To get the clubs.
to do the club thing,
Yeah.
and then nobody wants to know about that afterwards,
Yeah.
unless they want to. Unless it's like
Unless
you
you're
get
paying them well. But this one
unless
ain't-
you get lucky with it, unless they want to do it.
But I understand you still see a couple artists going
You
around
do,
picking up the club
but-
bag. But how much are they? Is it? Because again, this is more your thing. But are they picking up the bag from the actual venue?
How do
And
you
the-
mean? No,
so-
no, it's still different people.
No,
Like the
different,
venue, you know, like the venue can. What I'm basically trying to say is your question: who's paying them?
Basically, yeah.
Sometimes it can be you could turn up and you could be Gavin, the event promoter. We do our thing. We pay them. It's our event. Yeah. Sometimes, obviously, the venue's putting up the money, but what I'm basically saying is, mathematically speaking, when you price out a rave based on what you can put in the box, there's only so much money you can reach.
Yeah,
so
I get
so my point is literally some of these people that when you put an inquiry in for a club performance, the figure that comes back when they've asked you what's the generic question from everyone is what's the capacity, because they want to do the maths on their side. Obviously, okay.
Yeah.
So they actually ask you what's the capacity.
There's a 600 capacity, and what Gavin is charging 20 quid, and you offering me fucking two grand when he's making fucking 30 bags. It don't make sense.
Yeah, cool.
So that's why that conversation's there. But if the margins are literally next to nothing,
It's not worth it.
and then you're still asking for like an amount that you can see, then it's like down to you as an artist really, or management, what you do. And we're in an era where some of the names that we've just mentioned, be it you mentioned, we mentioned Krypton Conan, let's throw in a gigs in there. These man, they don't need to be in there now. Do you see what I mean?
I think like in terms of artists now, back in the day, they had to, or they didn't have to, but they wanted to do club shows to reach more people.
100.
But because
it was
now,
important.
Social media,
Now
they don't need to reach
They got a
more
million people following them.
Yeah.
Now it's like,
They got literally part of the country just.
now
like,
is if you've got, look, I respect it. You got a banger, you deserve your P, you deserve your bread. Like Homet and B, Gun Lean, these are all big singles. But
we're talking for someone like.
But you're
we're
talking a
4 or
couple
5 figures.
You're talking a couple bag to come do what? A 3-minute performance for me, bruv.
Yeah, when you say it like that.
Now it's money, and I respect it, and I want people to get paid. But there's always another side to the story where if you're passionate about events and you're not in it for the bag first, I'd be lying if I said I'm not here to lose. We're not here to lose money.
Yeah.
But if your priority is to give people a show,
Yeah.
you need
You're more about the brand.
You
than the
need
show.
more than 3 minutes of
get
a
you.
gun lean. You get me?
get
Because
you.
that ain't cutting it for me, man. I want, I've had gigs on a stage. I've had Krypton Conan on a stage. I've had gets. You know what I mean? Like,
It's interesting.
serious.
It's interesting from
real
your point
passionate
of view.
performers.
Is your point of view is because what's mad is there's going to be a lot of promoters now that they're younger, so they just weren't doing it, or they just popped up now,
Or they're doing it for the bag.
and they're doing it for the bag.
Yeah.
Whereas you've done it from the beginning. So I don't know. Certain artists will probably work with you if you really wanted them to because of who you are.
100%.
But like a young ad should remember the fact that you was doing stuff. You presume.
No, but it's not. No one.
Not to
owes,
say that.
no
Not
one
to say he'll
owes
do.
nothing. Never.
Yeah, not to say
never
that. But he
money's money, man.
He might
Like,
respect.
they-
but there's
they-
certain. I think there's certain people that will have a conversation with you. Not
Oh,
necessarily
that they wouldn't with
yeah,
someone else.
They
Yeah,
respect
I've
you
been in
enough to
that-
have the conversation.
yeah,
is what I'm saying.
and that's a blessing, bro. Like,
Yeah, of course.
to be able
Which
to.
is an interesting position you're in. To be fair, when I think about it.
I just wish we had, or I had the resources or a bigger team to make more of those opportunities. Do you know what I mean? Essentially, I'd love to imagine if we were doing events. We've spoken about it many times. We do events. So if that was all combined and I had the people really in it, and then we would be.
You could do
We'd be doing. I've got people. I've got management. I've had conversations with big management who've seen the brand that we run, and they're saying to me, "Yo, why isn't there a Turnt festival?"
Yeah.
Fam, can you imagine? Like, but I can't. I don't even know how to get from.
Point A to point B.
Yeah, and I'm not using that as an excuse. I'm just being real. Like,
Yeah,
I know
yeah,
I don't
yeah,
have
yeah.
the resources to pull something off, but then again, never say
You
never,
never know,
innit?
exactly.
Like, let's just dream big. But
Interesting.
all right, cool. D Block. What was the other? You wanted to talk about? What do you want to talk about?
Fredo, what he said, like
No, but the tour. Let's start with the tour. Fredo's
the tour
on
just
tour.
looks lit.
Yeah, I saw the clips.
Just
When did it
looks
start?
sick.
I don't even
I
know
think
the story.
yesterday.
Yesterday,
Manny.
Manchester.
Oh,
Started
really?
in Manny, bruv, and that's a zoo. Obviously, I'd said about Gets in it in Manny.
Yeah.
Fredo shit sold out, fucking bare dates everywhere, and he was in Manny yesterday. But what did you
He
hear?
said on our post, if I remember rightly, that there's a lot of registered gang members and stuff. That he's not allowed to bring these people in, but these people are still calling his phone.
His people,
up, like, yeah, saying,
the man them, Gavin.
bring me in, and they're like, just fall fall back in it. Let me get some money and that.
Because he said it with Westwood that he's under pressure. They're trying to shut.
It's mad.
Fuck K-Trap. Did you hear about that?
No.
He's on tour, 3 dates, and the Birmingham date got pulled 3 hours before the show, bruv.
What?
Mad.
How you gonna manage? How you can't? How you come back from that? The thing with these artists, yeah, which is crazy, and it's like obviously I'm far far removed from any type of roadman persona. I'm not a roadman. I'm not a bad boy, but I grew up around certain people in it.
You've seen it, bro.
And it's like, from my knowledge of it, you come to a point in your life, and I've seen it. I know people that have been inside for a pretty long time, and they come out and you got two choices. You can either change or you can carry on the same. And someone in like Fredo's position, he must be mad as fuck, because I don't even know
how to make that transition.
Think about it. You've got to become not become a different person, but you got to move differently because the world's watching you. And it's not even the case. It's not even the case of like,
it's impossible sometimes.
But you can't cut them off because
They have to adapt.
But it's they have to but then
You have to understand,
right, so
and they
this is the
don't.
thing,
Some
yeah?
people don't understand.
I don't know about. I'm trying to think of like maybe even with university when I left and went to uni, certain people don't understand the lifestyle difference between where I grew up to where I'm from. So like friends will come up to Derby.
Yeah,
I had friends that come up and done like events with me and all sorts, and they were like, oh, do certain like not nothing mad, like, oh, get that girl for me. And I'm like, bro, I can't. I can't do that because
easy example
that
of
girl's
that,
boyfriend lives in the same halls as me. And I'm like,
an easy example of that is, take this whole scenario. Like, I remember you from an era where you basically had no responsibility, bro.
Exactly.
Now, when we link up, okay, we're older, so the convo is different. But we can even talk about, even a conversation about when we're going to sit down to record. I have to know in my head that, you're like, you've got responsibilities. Some things are going to work, some things are not going to work. We have that convo all the time.
But that's the thing. But people don't understand. Like, you'll understand it. But people are like, why are you going raving? I don't go out. You know me, fam.
I hear that, man.
Bruv, when me and you first knew each other, I would literally, my week would have been Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, out on it.
Couple missions to Manny and that. You remember them ones?
Going Manchester for the weekend. Lads, bruv, I was on it. And then you come to a point in your life where you just, I can't do it anymore, bro. If I go out tonight, I ain't doing shit
3
till
days?
Wednesday.
Yeah, 3-4 days.
The maddest thing is we're talking to two brothers here.
I hear that, bro.
You got the full family situation. Respect that.
Yeah.
Keish, he's off the radar this year. He's like getting married.
Yeah.
So
Congrats,
it's all a madness, bro. Like, and I'm still having convos with him. Like, yo, Keish, you want to do this? Because
your
I'm not
life's
getting
different.
married. I'm out
it's true.
here.
Yeah, no, it's true. And so what I'm saying for Fredo, like, not only have you got that whole thing where and his thing's different, where people like, I'm not being funny, bro. The people he's around aren't on the road because they think it's fun. They're on the road because they're like, it's hard out there.
And it's all they know.
And it's all they know.
Yeah.
Like, it's either, for a lot of them, it's either do that or starve. So now you're seeing your guy that's not doing that anymore.
And he's trying
he's
to
making more money than ever.
Yeah.
He was a man in the ends doing what you was doing, and you was trying to probably reach his level on that. But now he's out here on Tim Westwood, touring the country, and he's making even more money. And he can't get bagged.
You know when Westy as well, like when Westy drops them gems to the artist now, I fucking love it. Like, you know, when he literally tells them, it's obvious the road's going to be hard, but he knows.
But he's needed.
Really knows.
He's needed, because remember,
he can guide people.
And Westwood, remember Westwood got shot. You know, Westwood ain't talking from like.
Yeah,
he got shot and never snitched as well.
Yeah,
and we were talking like a Radio 1 DJ.
That's mental.
A middle-aged at the time white man on radio, on BBC Radio, and got shot in a club, whatever mess up he got caught up in, and he didn't snitch. So he's really knows what these guys are living as much as you can from his position of life. You get me? So like, I don't know how I can't even fathom how you can be in a position like Fredo where you're not talking, I can make a couple bags. You're talking millionaire. Like.
You're talking a tour, bro. You're talking like...
your kids could be cool.
What happens now is so...
But then you got your boys at home that are like, do you take them with you, or
but it's good,
can they even behave?
It's good that he came out. So he basically came out and said, allow me in it. Let me do what I got to do, because he understands the importance of... It's in his head now that this tour...
Bro, he was in prison. I don't know about you lot, but I couldn't do a week in prison, bro.
And I
couldn't do it. And he's come out of that situation. He's come from the bottom of the bottom in this country, The place where they put fucking rapists and paedophiles. You come from there, and you're now on the top of the world
Yeah.
as far as he's concerned.
And the gates,
Doing what he loves.
and you have to go through that first in terms of a tour.
Yeah.
You have to get through that first run
Yeah.
for the gates to open
what-
without any fucking too much nonsense
This is so
taking
exactly.
place.
This is so one moment
can change
can
everything.
change everything.
100%.
Like
100%.
one of your and when the thing what some people might not realize is that it's not necessarily his boys, as in the guys he used to kick ball with in school, and now it could be his cousin, bruv.
Yeah.
It could be his brother, because they're all in the same block. They're all from the same place.
So when
basically.
that shit happened to K-Trap's show in Brum, and he had to obviously announce it,
It's fucked up, bro.
like I read the posts, and Gig said it straight away to him, bro, your time will come, because he knows all too well.
Yeah.
And that's good that Giggs is doing that. But what people don't realize, and the reason why when we had I think it was the first episode when I was so passionate about not blaming drill music, we don't realize for a lot of these people like K-Trap, they lock that show off.
Yeah.
And imagine what that does to you.
Yeah.
Imagine just recording today, the fucking electricity cuts out, or there's a power cut.
Yeah.
And where I've travelled from, I'm like, fuck, you've woken up.
Yeah.
We're depending on this moment. And this is a podcast. No,
Yeah.
just we're doing our thing and whatever.
Yeah.
We're talking about a fucking tour.
Artist.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
You built yourself up, and then you're ready to go. Like, just look when we went. My only experience of it was seeing the Gets the other week. Just imagine when we arrived in Birmingham,
Yeah.
and then they turn around and say, "Oh no, it's not happening no more." That's the point.
3 hours before, you know.
That's the point.
So you're
Or when
in the
we-
city. You've
when
done
we
a
was-
sound check, bro. It's a fucking
Imagine
piss
if you
take,
was
bro.
but then what they don't realize is that he'll then look at that and probably say, or could possibly say, "Fuck this,"
Yeah.
and go back to what he was doing.
Yeah.
And then you've ruined a man's life, and not just his life, but the people around him that would come up with him.
Perseverance, my brother.
Yeah, but it's not always that simple.
No,
bro.
it's not. It's not.
And it's really
It's
what
not.
are you locking it off for? Because let's be honest, there ain't no gang members from Brum that were going to be going to that fucking event.
Exactly.
It's going to be, listen, there's going to be kids from Sutton Coalfield going to that event, bro. I'm being serious.
A hell of a lot of
white
people
kids
in
that are going to be going to that event. It's going to be the police commissioner, whoever the fuck signs this shit off in the West Midlands.
His daughter.
His daughter's going to be going to that event. That's what I don't understand about these.
It's
Like,
mad, isn't it? These tours are the safest places to fucking literally be more time. Like, do you know what I mean? Let the man just do his dates, let him run his cause,
bro,
and
I knew, well, like I said, I might have said it before. I knew when I went to Eskimo Dance, and the mad thing about it is one of the promoters from the original Eskimo Dance, because obviously Wiley was the brand and all the rest of it.
Yeah.
It weren't him doing
No.
everything to
Yeah,
make it.
yeah.
So one of the woman called Ingrid, big her up, man. She was
that rings a bell.
She was at probably if you, area Watford, they used to have it on Smash back in the day. But Ingrid was at Wembley, and it was just weird for me because I remember it being golly. Like, bro, I swear to God, Eskimo Dance back in the day, I would go there sometimes and
I
think,
never been-
boy,
I
my
never
mum
been to
might
one.
get a knock on the door, bruv.
Fucking
It was there was one of, I think it was Eskimo. It was SW1, I think the club was called. Yes, it was like in an old train station. You had to go down the tunnel to get into it, bruv. There was police on the way in each side of this tunnel, submachine guns, bruv. Going to a rave.
mad.
I'm not exaggerating. I'm not exaggerating, bro. It was mad. Like, and then I went to Eskimo Dance at Wembley Stadium, and it's rich
We're laughing about it
white
now.
kids
Fucking
that are
unbelievable.
pushing each other about. And what? So the you don't just ain't even like the police and the bastards that are trying to ruin.
You don't
these-
realise how far.
They're entertaining your kids, you dumb fucks. They're coming off the street.
Yeah.
They're not selling drugs anymore, and they're entertaining your children. Do you know what I mean? And it's just like, I didn't know that happened to K-Trap, and I'm like I said, I don't listen to his music, but that shit pisses me off, bro.
Yeah, 100%.
Because it's just, I just see it as like these young.
It's just
black
a barrier. It pushes the whole thing back.
It's just young black
further.
youths trying to make their money, and like, thank God for promoters like yourself that are giving these people an opportunity.
I'm bringing K-Trap soon, man. 100%.
Do you know what I mean? Because
100%.
that's the only way they
That's
can
on the
eat.
cards anyway.
Otherwise, they're going to end up back on the roads, and they're going to end up in jail, and or they're going to end up dead, and going to get a couple T-shirts, and that's another life that we've forgotten within 5 years.
But the maddest thing is, to me, like K-Trap is a major artist.
Yeah, he's big out
Like,
here.
he's a major artist.
he's
We're not
big out
talking
here.
about a small.
But they don't get. But that's with us who understand the culture, bro.
100%.
We're talking about people that only have Twitter to read the Daily Mail.
Yeah.
That are making these decisions.
Let's not get into that
Crazy.
one. Fucking hell.
Do you know what I mean, no, bro? That's
Mad.
real talk. The people that actually make these decisions only
They ain't
really,
checking for what's really. You know what I mean? They don't know.
they really think that gang like drill is getting people to come up and start wars. It's like fuck off, like
Yeah.
you don't know what you're talking about, but you've got the power to lock off K-Trap's concert.
Yeah, some bullshit.
It's a bit mad, but I just hope people like Fredo, because he's making waves. He's just able to navigate through what is this going to be a tough time.
It's
for
going to
him,
be a
man.
mad tour though. How many? I don't know how many days.
There's
but-
about like 10,
20?
12, more
15?
than that. Yeah, about
More
15
than that,
days.
yeah, it's mad.
So it started. So
Please, bro, fucking get that money, bro. I
do
love
your
that
thing,
shit.
and
love that shit.
try and pass. I know he's got Nottingham on there, isn't he?
Yeah, Rock City, I think.
Is he doing Rock City?
I think so. It is Rock City.
That's no. See, that tells you everything you need to know. Yeah, G. Like in when you step out of London and there's certain venues.
Just small in that.
Yeah, but no. But that's what I'm saying. Like if it's Brum, you know what's big and you know what's small.
Yeah,
Same way in
yeah.
Nottingham. Like
Yeah.
more time when somebody does a headline
Yeah,
show,
yeah, of
they'll
course.
pick
But
a
it's not
smaller
even-
venue like Rescue Rooms. Fredo's gone in straight to the big thing. Fucking Rock City sold out. Bro.
Yeah.
Are you mad?
But it's
Yo,
like it's even in London.
gassed.
It's even in London when you do when them lot said they were doing Krypton Conan said they're doing
Alexander. That's no joke.
That was.
That's
mental,
why
man.
you still hear them talk about that. We
Bro.
sold out Ali Valley because fucking what? You'd be gassed about that shit. That's mental, innit? What? How many people? 10,000 or something?
I don't know. It's just
I don't know the figures, man.
I would
I just
never,
made up a
I'll
number.
never forgive myself for not going to that show, like, especially because fucking Cadet was there as well, innit?
Yeah, 100.
So, but bro, I don't know, man. I don't know if it's gonna change. But people
No,
like
I think-
Fred and K-Trap, they just need to just move a bit smarter. Like you got to work extra harder, man, when you're in their position.
What else?
That's about it, man. What news dropping?
You wanted to talk about. You were just telling me now that you've seen some R Kelly news.
Yeah, my man's got.
Well, I say you've
bad
seen it like I
mate.
didn't see it, but he's gonna get
Charged,
charged
yeah.
or something.
Someone sent it to one of our groups I'm in yesterday. Do you know what's fucked? I don't know how much you.
So he's been charged, and apparently, like they're not gonna give him. They're not gonna give him bail or something because he's obviously a
can't.
fucking risk or some shit. I mean, like.
But this is the thing, like he needs to be brought to justice.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
madness.
He needs to be brought to justice. But the stuff they've got on him is on VHS, bruv. It's from back in the day, bro. Like, and it's fucked. Like, talking. It's a 14-year-old girl. Apparently, there's 2 tapes. Apparently, and this is 2 of probably 200, maybe more.
Million.
More than
VHS
that.
tapes.
Million.
Do you know what I mean? It's disgusting what's happened, but it's just like it might not even get to the point where it's a possibility that he might not get brought to justice.
You reckon?
No, it's because they got is it called the statute of limitations or
But I
whatever?
think it's moving. Things are happening, but I mean,
Do you know what the statute of limitations is?
no idea.
All right, so you know how Jay-Z can talk freely about when he sold drugs
Right.
because it's the
Well, that's been like that's agreed.
it's a law in America. I think it might be over here as well. It's a law in America that basically, if you've done something after a certain amount of time, you
Yeah.
can't be convicted for it.
Okay.
And I don't know if one of the things that people are asking is if the R. Kelly case or the videos that they've got on him are gonna be able to be used as evidence, or if he can be convicted for it because of the statute of limitation. There's a limited amount of time that you can be convicted of something.
That's
so
mad,
that's why people go on radio and they'll talk about and they'll say, "Oh, don't worry about it because the statute of limitation."
Right.
Do you know what I mean? But because it's like
But
not-
some
you're not
things
just selling.
ha-
You're
but
not just
some
selling.
things
You're not just
happen.
selling heroin or crack or whatever. You're actually touching little girls and doing fucked up
Yeah,
shit
that's
with
some
it.
bullshit. 100%.
It's mad, but yeah, like they're gonna put him under the jail, bruv. They're gonna make an example.
Yeah,
of
that
him.
needs to
He ain't
happen
gonna survive,
anyway.
man.
That needs. He
They
doesn't
didn't-
need to survive
They
that.
didn't get him
Yeah.
the first time, so they can get
Talking
him
about
this time.
surviving. What are you talking about?
But you know what's fucked? Do
Kill him.
you know what's fucked? Like, they should have got him the first time. They had 2 videos the last time. I mean,
Yeah.
did you not watch that documentary?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had the 2 videos last time. One of them got thrown out because of some technicality.
Yeah.
And then he got found not guilty on the other case. And it's purely down to money, bruv. Because R. Kelly was Drake.
Yeah,
or
and
who
did you know
Drake
that
is
obviously
now,
if you watched
back
it, you
then.
know he was like crediting family members on produce. He was doing all sorts of mad. He was paying them on like producer credits
Bruv,
and
to this
sticking their
day,
names on.
To this day,
the
Lee's parents will still say nothing happened.
Yeah, that's nuts.
There's fucking paperwork, and they'll still say nothing. There's people that said we saw her having sex with him,
Bruv.
and they'll still say nothing happened. But there's a lot of people that are happy for it. I just think for me, it's sick and it's disgusting and it's sad that a man that's so talented will do such fucked up shit. You know what I mean? But
Yeah, I hear that.
justice will be served now, mate. They wouldn't go for him unless they had him.
That's true.
Because if they don't get him this time, can you imagine the uproar, bro?
Yeah.
Fuck me. It'll be around the world. So they've got him. Whatever they've got on him, they've got him. So.
Would you reckon? So then, and also then it come out that there was there might be there's a documentary coming out on MJ.
Yeah, March the 8th. I saw the advert yesterday.
I don't want to see that.
But that's a bit different. No, I don't want to say shit because I ain't seen it yet.
Yeah, well,
but
yeah.
the difference between that and the R. Kelly one, from what I understand, is it's just two guys
Right.
talking. And two guys, I believe, if I got my facts straight, went to court and said he did nothing.
Yeah. And now they're trying
Now
to
they're coming.
try a thing.
Now they're doubling back and doing the
Now they're
documentary
trying to do a
about
thing.
how he done stuff. But that's going to be interesting. I'm sure, no doubt, especially with Resh will be back by then. She'll have something to say on it, like when that documentary drops. But I saw it yesterday, and it's mad.
Yeah.
It's mad. Like, I never saw the documentary. I saw the advert, and you know how
I
they
ain't
can
seen the
fucking
advert yet.
they put the certain music on and
Make you feel a type of way.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some
They
shit's
get the
about to
little
go
sound
down.
bite
Yeah.
and that, and it's just like MJ's just it's mad, bro. But
We're
It's
living in
weird.
that. We're living in that era where they just where.
I'd call it like a transparent era, innit? Like everything is everywhere, innit?
yeah,
You get me?
and
Yeah.
you know what? You know what's funny? You
What
said
does that
bro?
mean? He just said
No,
everything's
no,
everywhere.
no, but I get what-
Let's give him his moment, G. My God.
No, like you do something now, fucked up, like, and literally it's gonna be everywhere, innit? Like,
The thing is, people don't read. What do people see as fucked up? Now, what am I trying to say? I agree with you 100%. People say the internet's bad and the internet's this and the internet's that. Yeah, I think the internet's one of the best things that happened to the world because you're now held accountable for everything you say and do. Do
yeah,
you see what I'm saying? It's just people do fuck shit on the internet, but the internet itself can be an amazing thing because, yeah, you can't really make like fucked up. You think R. Kelly, the whole R. Kelly thing, which happened?
No, but that
when he got off
definitely
back
needs
then-
accountability, though, right? That can't
Yeah.
run. But what I'm saying is, there's people when you're getting held up for a statement that you made 10 years ago. You've seen it with the Kevin Hart thing. When
That's
he
the
come-
That's the bad side of the net.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I think
where it's just like, look, man, that happened.
people are saying stuff.
I've grown. I'm a different person now. Boom. What is it that we're
All right.
really talking about?
All right, let me put it to you this way. Yeah, you need to be able to. There needs to be a bit where people do not be so judgmental that they forget who they are, because people and they'll go and cancel shit and they'll be like, "That's wrong."
They'll be on an outrage
That's
flex.
out, yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
out of order.
yeah.
That's wrong.
Yeah.
You're this. You're that. Rah, rah, rah.
Yeah. Where it's like,
you're
really?
exactly the same, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you've done
Yeah,
exactly the same
exactly.
thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's the problem.
say this
That's
all
the
the
problem
time.
with the net. But at the same time, the good thing about the internet is that, like you said, everything's out there now, so you can't chat shit. Like I was saying, there can't be rappers out there saying you're gangbanging and all the rest of it, and you're not.
Because someone will fucking put you on public,
Put you on smash.
some
yeah.
Instagram bloody channel or something. You know them ones.
It's mad, but I don't know. You just need to be careful what you're doing out on the roads, basically.
Yeah, just be cool, innit?
You need to be careful what you're doing out on the roads, and be careful what you're saying, and be careful what you're tweeting, messaging, and all that shit, man. It's crazy.
Should we
But
wrap
yeah.
up? Let's wrap up, man.
Yeah, man.
Cameras are dying on us and all sorts of shit, man.
Good episode, though. Big up Biz.
Big up Biz. I forgot about that.
First in line, DJ Firestarr.
Come on, I'm there.
He's not
man.
new to this.
Quiche, big up. Stepping in the building.
Yeah, man.
Kept Rush's seat warm.
Thank you for backing me with the gift.
Well, I
thing.
do, yeah.
I thought I was gonna get murdered today. But yeah, bro.
Hit us up. Search YouTube, Spotify. I'm not new to this.
I'm not new to this.
Mr. Gavin.
At Mr. Gavin Cameron on Insta. And I'm catching you on the followers, you know. Bro.
Really?
Yeah, I'll get in there.
It's weird, but when you drop this videos on IG, bruv, like,
won't
it's
diss
you just, you know what I mean?
I won't
Like,
diss it. I won't diss it.
Quiche,
At
IG.
DJ Quiche, not the food. KIESH.
Oh, God. And obviously me at DJ Firestarr, all of that. I'm not new to this rap show. Oh, you need to listen when I do the new one. You might need to check that episode, man.
I'm gonna check the other one today. I ain't listened to your last one.
Yeah, that was
On the way home today, man.
I'm gonna play that in the gym when I get back later.
sick. Cool. We'll be back next week.
Peace and love, man.
Peace.
Peace.